Morning. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Love 500 and welcome back to just a little odds and ends video. Just a little filler for the midweek. Today we are doing a little bit of work on this car. It's not one of mine. This was a lady who contacted me a few weeks ago and needed a little bit of work done on her car, so I've said I'll do it for her. Let's go. And delightfully, it's just started raining. So what have we got to do to this car? So the first thing we've got to do, she has a broken hinge. So I've got to put a new one of those on for her. And this is a twin air, this car. So I am going to, or I say I'm going to, she wants me to change the coolant tank. She was told, I think when she had it serviced last, that it needed changing. So I bought one and going to fit that today. So let's just do this hinge, get it done, and then we'll move on to the coolant tank. Right, there you go, all done. Nice new one in there. This, I'll show you it on the old one actually. Completely broken. Part of it was inside the pipe. Completely broken. So yeah, that's it, all done. You may just have heard my wife shouting at me that the tea was here. So yeah, it's all warmed up. It's between minimum and maximum. We don't want it going any higher than that particularly. Yeah, that's it. Job done. Handle was done, as you saw. And final thing, she's on her way back. I'm going to buff that out because it annoys me. It's quite dirty, the car, but I'm just going to buff that out. That's not very good. Look, the bumper's not very good. That's not been fixed very well. This was a Cat S, I think, that she bought from somewhere else. Now I would have sorted that out. I wouldn't have left that like that. Maybe I would have done 5 years ago, but not now. Let's have a look at her chassis legs. Yeah, they're all right. Yeah, they're fine. So yeah, that's it. Not keen on a twin airs myself, but they do go well, but I just don't like the noise they make. That's it. Anyway, that's that one done. On to the next one. As someone once said, A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. Excuse the singing. Been walking down the road, just taking the car up to a garage, and I'm walking back to the bus stop, and look who I've seen. Katie. Morning. Got me coffee? I am at, where am I? I've forgotten. Chichester, yes. I'm at Chichester station. I'm waiting for a train to London Victoria. I've just dropped off Project Peter, left at 7:30 this morning. It's now about 9:30. Great run down, only an hour and a half, and I'm here already. So yeah, be home soon. Peter's all delivered, done, finished, gone, never to be seen again. And the sun is shining, which is always good. I've got got me nice coffee. No breakfast this morning. But yeah, train is in about 5 minutes, and next thing you know, I'll be in Victoria.
Good morning, change at Barnum if you require service to Bognor Regis, Littlehampton, services to Brighton by Worthing.
It's a lot more picturesque in Sussex, that's for sure. Dirty London. This is what we're reviewing today. A little purchase from Amazon. Not AliExpress, but from Amazon. Here it is. Know what it is? No idea? I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know if it's going to work. Let's give it a go. Let's try. Okay, so what we got here is it's a remote control cloner. So you can clone up to 4 remote controls onto this same remote control. Now, what I thought was a handy thing, I was just going to try this. This was about £12 something from Amazon. I'll put the link to it. But what I thought was, if you've got a remote control garage and you need a spare, you could put that onto one of these. You could actually program, which is what I'm going to try doing now, on this car. I'm going to try and program the remote control onto it. That's what I'm going to try and do. Obviously, you can't start the car, but you could put it on with your spare. If you've got it, if you've got a spare key, you could at least use this to open the car. You can use it for all sorts of things. You know, you could have. You know, I often go between different cars. You know, I'm out here working on this car, and then I'll go out there to my 500X, which is parked out on the road, put something in the boot or something like that. And always, I haven't got the keys, so I need to go in and get the keys. But if you've got one of these, you could program your remote onto this thing, and yeah, use it for various things. I could have up to 4 cars on here. I've got a remote control garage door, or an electric garage door, but mine's on a switch, not on a remote control, so I can't use it for that, unfortunately. But yeah, I thought we'd give it a go. So let's try it. Let's go through the instructions quickly, and we'll give it a go. Do it live, see if we can get it to work. Right, so the instructions are extremely tiny on this. So what it says, your original remote control must be able to work and at the same as our remote control frequency. Whatever that be, a code clear. So what you do is you press the 2 buttons. I can't read this. Okay, according to the very broken instructions, it has come from China. So to clear the code, you press A and B until it flashes. A and B buttons. I'm trying to get it in the camera. A and B buttons. Oh, it's difficult to press them both at the same time and get it in camera. Let's try again. That's it. So it flashes like that. And then what it says to do is you press the button on your remote you want to clone and the A at the same time, like I'm doing now. And it says it should go, I think it should go steady. So I don't think that's actually worked. No, it hasn't. No, I don't think it's doing it. Let's clear it again. And then we'll do pretty certain that ain't working. Right, no, it's not doing anything. Doesn't seem to want to do it. So, as far as it's concerned, using that on a Fiat 500 don't work. I will give it another try and see if anyone else has had any luck. I'll go to the Amazon page and have a look to see if anyone else has had any further luck with it. But so far, no, not for me. So it's probably going to go back. Okay, here we go. I'm on the computer now. Oh, lots of lots of bidding. I haven't touched it yet. Oh my word! Don't think I'll be buying this one then. New bidder. Still on reserve at 1,450. Nah, it's not worth more than that.
Bonus time.
How's the mileage? 51,000. 64 plate. It hasn't even reached reserve. Let's have a bid. Blow it.
New bidder.
That's me. 1,500.
This is a hot lot.
That's the last bid I'm making on it. Still on reserve. So 1,600 is the next bid. 1,600. That takes it well over 2 grand. So no way, I'm paying 2 grand. It's just not worth it.
Bonus time.
So this has been ran at least twice before. I'm not sure what it made before. I think it was only about 1,100 or something like that. So it may not come back. Depend. Oh, someone else. 1,600. So you never know. They might be reasonable this time. We'll soon see if it comes back around again. But yeah, no, too much for me. Again, you know, if you're buying a car to do it for yourself, your quid's in, but there are always things that you need to do that you don't know about, always. So yeah, bonnet, bumper, lights, so not a huge amount, but
sold on approval.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see whether it comes back.
New bidder.
I'm going to have a bid on this one today. This one is in Bristol, I believe it is. Yeah, it's in Bristol. It's a Cat S, 34,000 miles. Runs and drives. As you can see there, front, and there's a tiny bit on the side as well. It is on a minimum bid. It's currently at, so I've got it on the screen on the computer as well. It's currently on, can't even see what, 950 quid. It says an estimated retail value of 6.5. So unlikely that I won't be prepared to pay enough for this car, I don't think. I'm thinking maximum 1,500 quid maximum. It's a 2014 Lounge in, again, this same blue. The only damage, as far as I can see, I mean, it needs a new bonnet. I haven't looked on eBay yet to see if there is any. There was a couple a few days ago, or a couple of weeks ago. Whether they're still there or not, I don't know. Bumper's gone. I think there's probably going to be a little bit of bending of the chassis leg one way or the other, possibly on both sides. It's going to be a little bit. I think that's going to be all, because there's no bumper on there. Of course, you can't really see where the impact was as such. That you've got a dent there, so in the centre somewhere. So I don't think it's going to be much. There's nothing on the back. I've had a good look at these in HD as well. Nothing there. There is something there which I'll show you in a second, but it's not very much. It's something I can easily do myself. It's got the nice, so it's the facelift as I call it. So it's got the nicer seats. It's got the black interior rather than the cream, which personally I prefer the cream. Headlight, wheel, which is probably knackered. Bits of grille and what have you. Bar, which is they're going to be bent, I would imagine. They've probably been put in there at the roadside, I would imagine. So you can't really, obviously it's going to need a front panel. The condenser actually looks okay. You can see here, I don't know if you can see that, that's sort of leaning that way. So that one doesn't look as if it's leaning, but that one does. So it could be the fact that probably not the leg, but probably the tip has gone a little bit. If the leg might have, we don't know. We can't see that, so it's always the chance that you take. Yeah, there's not an awful lot you can do about that, apart from getting it pulled, of course. 34,000 miles. It's got the nice LCD dash. Don't think there was any other lights on. Boot open, which hopefully that means the boot's open. TPMS, that's about it. Apart from that, all looks good. Don't think the wing's damaged. Doesn't look damaged. I guess the tape is there to hold the bonnet down, I would imagine. Can't see any damage to that wing, but sometimes it's difficult to tell. So that's the only damage to the rear quarter, which is nothing. I can quite easily do that myself. Rub it down, a little bit of filler. I don't know if that's a dent. I don't think that's a dent. I think that there is a reflection. But obviously the paint's off there, a bit of scuffing, but I can quite easily do that myself. Not a problem. All looks quite good underneath. Roof looks good. No aerial, but that's probably in the car because they do tend to take them off. So it's got the traction control as well, being a facelift, a pre-facelift. That's it basically. So yeah, so as I say, 34,000 miles, 64 plate, 2014. It's got keys. Nothing there to speak of. That's in, as I say, that's in Bristol and is item number 42.
Your watch item is next on the block.
Right, here we go with the blue one. Why is it not showing me it? Oh God. There it is, just a bit slow. Ah, too much.
Bonus time.
That noise you're hearing is someone sending me messages on Instagram. Yeah, regarding a 40 ECU. It's going for too much, and I haven't even bid yet. 1,450. Yeah, too much. 1,500 quid. I'm not prepared to pay any more than that, so I won't be bidding on this one. Shame. Never mind. There was a bonnet available.
Bonus time.
Well, it's only one. Should we try 1,550?
New bidder.
1,600. I inadvertently bid at the same time. 1,600. They're not going to accept that anyway. So I was just saying that there was a bonnet. Am I going to win this?
Bonus time.
I meant to do 1,550 and someone did it at the...
This is a hot lot.
I've been outbid, so I'm not bidding anymore. I didn't want to win it for 1,600 anyway, so... Phew. Thank you, whoever that was.
Bonus time.
It's still worth it, really, but as it's a Cat S. If it was a Cat N, I'd bid a bit more. I'm going to sneeze, excuse me.
Hold on approval.
Right, what was it? 1,650. Okay, we won't be buying that one then. So this is the other one, a dreaded red one. It's another red Sport. Obviously, I did a red Sport recently. So this is only a Cat N. However, it was previously a Cat S. So of course, it would need to be declared as a Cat S when I sold it, not as a Cat N. So this is a 13 plate with 40,000 miles on it. Front end damage, and then the only reason that this would have been written off is because it's been written off before. That's what they do. If it's been a Cat S previously, they'll write it off as a Cat N, even if it's a tiny amount of damage, which it appears on this car to be exactly that. What did I say? It's done 40,000 miles. It runs and drives. It has keys. Additional information doesn't really show anything. Just tells you it was previously sold as a Cat S. Don't know when, of course. But I'm sure we could soon find out what the damage was. So all looks good at the front, as you can see there. It needs a new wing by the looks of it. It doesn't look as if the door is damaged. It just looks like the wing. And there's a bit of an issue with the front bumper, and there's some tiny scratches on the back bumper. That's pretty much about it, I think. Let me just go through. So obviously sports interior, which all looks relatively clean. No damage at the front whatsoever. So there's your damage there. So it's, I don't know if you can see that very well. It's cracking of paint, scuffing of paint. So I could quite easily repair that. I say quite easily. It's not the best colour in the world to be painting, but I would certainly have a go at that. If not, I'd take it somewhere and get it repaired and sprayed. That might be better if I can't do it myself. Same applies to that. I'm sure I could probably fix that myself, no problem at all. And that's about it as far as I can see. The roof all looks okay, as much as you can tell. So yeah, so that at the moment is £825, and that is a pure sale.
Your watch item is next on the block.
Okay, here it is. It's currently 1,100 quid, I think it is. Where is this one? Bristol. It's bid 11.50. Oh, Sandy, this one. Ugh. This is a pure sale as well, isn't it? Is it one of you that's bidding on this? 14.50. Someone else has come in now. 1550. I think I'm going to have one more bid on this. Anyone else? That's it. I'm not bidding any more on that. Let's see what happens. 1650.
Bonus time.
Oh, maybe I'm going to get it for 1650. I've looked at the MOT history, which is okay. No. There's a pure sale, isn't it? Yeah, 1700, so that takes it over the £2,000 mark now. Well over the £2,000 mark. That's plus delivery, so no.
Bonus time.
Again, you know, I would sell that for 3.5, but it's got to have a little bit of work. Not a massive amount of work done on it, but no, I'm not going to bother with. There's plenty more in my watch list for the next few days. So 1700, yeah, that's going to be about what, 1100? It's going to be about £400 in fees in total, plus delivery. By the time I got it, we'll be looking at 1700 quid, so no. So before we get to the Abarths, I just had to show you this. As you can see on Copart, it's up today. A beautiful Alfa Romeo Giulia. Absolutely stunning. Scroll through the pictures. Doesn't appear to be any damage to it. I think it's a stolen recovered. Look at it, it's just amazing. Absolutely stunning. When you see the price, you'll understand why. Look at that V6 engine. Doesn't start by the looks of it. I don't know if there's any keys. Tiny little scratches on that. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Clearly doesn't start. So let's come out of the pictures. So the current bid is £22,200. 2019 car. Stolen recovered, yeah, stolen recovered, minimal damage. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to additional info. Oh, it's got quite a lot of info there. I've never seen so much info. Engine will not start, reason unknown. It's probably been reprogrammed, so it needs new keys, I imagine. Stamped VIN has been tampered with. Incredible car. 46 grand's worth, I think, is the what the insurance paid out. Can't get rid of that. Get rid of that. Where is it? Said it somewhere. Yeah, £46,320 estimated retail value. So it's half price at the moment, isn't it? Or thereabouts. 8-speed auto. 8-speed. Amazing. I just wanted to show you that. Say that's up today. So we'll have a look at the bidding of that and see what it goes for. Should be interesting viewing. So here's the first Abarth from this video. Here we have 20 plate. I think it's 2019, although it's a 20 plate. Red Turismo. Very nice. I think this is a stolen recovered as well. Do like a red Fiat. It's a very nice red. Just reminds me of Loopy Harold though. If you don't know about Loopy Harold, click on the link above and you'll see a very long series. So yeah, stolen recovered. Clue there is the seatbelts are done up. So the thieves often plug the seatbelts in. So if they're chased by the police, they can do a quick exit. And it stops the seatbelt alarm going off. Which is, obviously thieves don't like to be annoyed. Got one key hanging there. Do like the Turismo with a nice leather. You also get climate control rather than aircon. You get the metal gear knob, which is extremely cold in winter, and you get the Garrett turbo. So yeah, it looks like it's standard, no modifications that you can see anyway. It's done 25,000 miles. It is a category E, I think that is, E for enhanced. Runs, drives, it looks like no key, one key. Yeah, we knew it was keys, we could see the keys, couldn't we? Left the aerial on as well on that one. So yeah, 2018, beg your pardon. So why is that on a 20 plate then? I think they've got that wrong somewhere. It's not going to be a 20 plate if it's 2018. That's for sure. unless that's still on the same fake plates, which it shouldn't be, because they should take those off. So that's interesting. Yeah, it's stolen, recovered, minimal damage. Estimated retail 13.5, which is, I guess, probably, well, depends on whether it's a 2018 or a 2020. Be interesting to do a MOT check on that and have a look. Because if it is a 2018, then it should have been MOT'd as a 20 plate. Obviously, it'd only be 2 years old, so it wouldn't have been MOT'd. I might have a look into that. Runs and drives. Additional info. Shows no category. So yeah, it's quite expensive, 7.5 grand. But if it's worth that amount of money, then 7.5 grand plus fees is not too bad. And the next one is another 2020 Turismo again. I think this is in podium blue, possibly one of my favourite colours. And this has got the really nice seats in it, as you can see. I'll show you them in more detail in a minute. I think, again, as I say, I think this is a stolen recovered again. Oh, there's a bit of damage down the side of it, not too much. A little bit of damage there. I love those seats. Love those seats. It's got the better stereo in it. And again, it's got climate and the metal gear knob. But those seats are just amazing. I don't like the back so much, but the backs never really seem to change. They're just a different material. But I do like those front. I mean, they're the Abarth seats. It's just different trim, of course, but I do like those. Again, standard engine by the looks of it. 15,000 miles. I don't know if that means the glass has gone, possibly. The fact that it's raining and the window's wound down probably means there's no glass. But we got that little bit of damage there, so that would have to be repaired, obviously, which isn't too bad. That is currently at 4,100. It's a 2020, as I say, in Wolverhampton, and it's up for auction today, so we'll be watching that one. Be back a bit later. Right, here we go. So it was at 7,500 as the auction started, and it's already going up. So this is the 2018 595 Turismo. It's going up big money. 8,100, wow. It's too much.
Bonus time.
Still on reserve, it hasn't even reached reserve. 8,100, I wonder what reserve is. I reckon it's about 9 grand. Far too much.
Bonus time.
What do we think? Are we likely to see this back again? I reckon they'll let it go, even though it's not reached reserve.
Sold on approval.
Wow, 8,100. I think that's far too much money myself, but just shows you. Okay, here it is. Let's turn the volume up a bit. We're at 25,000. Where is it? 25,500. Let's see how it goes. 26,000. It's a lot of car, but it's also a lot of money. $26,500. 26,750. 27,000. Thought there was no money around. Where's this? Is it a UK bid? Yeah.
Bonus time.
I suppose if someone wants one of these, it's half price, isn't it? Minimal damage. Mind you, it hasn't got any keys, is it? Don't think. So it's odometer 0, so that's obviously because you can't see the speedo, I suppose, because there's no keys with it.
Bonus time.
27,500. What a car though, eh?
New bidder.
It's still on reserve, so I think they're being a bit optimistic. So I mean, it could be like, could have a 30 grand easy, couldn't it? Reserve. It's at 28 grand now.
Bonus time.
£28,000. Who on earth has got that sort of money to bid on a salvage car? Well, I say salvage. 28 grand. 28,250, 28 and a half. So, like, I think we've probably got 2 people fighting this out. $28,750. What a motor.
Bonus time.
Back to bonus time again. 28,750. Still on reserve. No?
Bonus time.
I think that's the end of the race. Be interested to see whether it goes or whether it comes back again though. Shall I have a bid? Don't think so.
Sold.
28,750 earth pounds. And now we come to a beat up old Astra for 300. Talk about one end of the scale to the other. Right, that's it. Alright, here we go. So this is the blue Turismo 2020, allegedly. Currently at 5,900 on reserve.
Bonus time.
Oh, no one else is going to bid. Now they reckon that's worth, where is it? I can't see. Oh, 16 grand.
Sold on approval.
No chance they're getting that for 6 grand. I'm sure that'll be coming back. So, sorry about that. That was a few little compilation there of stuff, really, that I've had sitting on the computer for a while that I was just going to make a little compilation of. So there it is. That's it. So what we got, half hour of a compilation. Hope it passed the time for you. Some of that bidding, I'd forgotten about some of that bidding on that Abarth, on the Abarths and the other stuff. I know some of you always like to see the bidding and seeing how it goes. So that's it. So as always, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, if you're not a subscriber, click on the button, subscribe to the channel, and until the next video on the next car, or one of the current cars I should say, until the next one, take care, stay safe, and we will see you soon.